there was a period back in 2017, 2018 when there was a lot of new layer one projects that kind of raised big rounds, and Avalanche, Solana, Near Protocol, and so on and so forth. And a lot of them are kind of based around kind of like a similar premise, which is like Ethereum but more scalable, or like a more scalable shared smart contract platform. In the sense that you have like you have a synchronous execution environment where all transactions kind of run within this world computer model that Ethereum has kind of proposed in 2014. Like where there's this world internet computer where all transactions are processed. But now we've kind of seen the results of that play out. Like we can see, 2022, that does not really work. Like you just cannot have a single synchronous world computer chain, like as a shared smart contract platform. Like, you've seen, issues with Avalanche and Solana and Binance Chain all struggling to cope with demand, even though, they claim to be more scalable than Ethereum. So I think the biggest shift we're seeing now is this idea of a multi-chain world. Like it's no longer a paradigm where there's a single blockchain that can synchronously process all transactions. Now people are realizing that actually you have to have a multi-chain world. And that's like similar to that's effectively the Cosmos vision that was kind of introduced a few years ago. And Ethereum is also taking this approach because rollups themselves are basically a implementation of a multi-chain world, because rollups themselves are chains. So effectively, Ethereum is heading towards this direction as well, where all the execution happens on rollup chains that connect to the Ethereum main chain as a kind of hub. So I would say that's kind of the biggest shift, like this shift between a single world computer model to a many computer model where you have multi-chain world, where the chains communicate with each other. But obviously, there is no perfect solution. All scalability solutions have trade-offs. And the biggest trade-off of this multi-chain ecosystem paradigm, where everything is a roll-up and all the execution happens off chain, is this kind of issue of composability. The great thing about this world computer model, where just run all your transactions on Solana, is that you have synchronous composability, and you can just write a smart contract that calls any other smart contract. So, but with this multi-chain model, even though it's theoretically more scalable, the main drawback of it is that it makes composability more complicated. Not impossible or not too difficult, but more complicated and more tooling is required. For example, we haven't IBC was only launched somewhat recently, and only people are realizing that. For those of you that don't know, IBC is Cosmos's interchain protocol, and we're only kind of starting to see that kind of flesh out and see the potential of that.